It is a well-known fact in psychology and psychiatry that people will not change behavior unless they are fully motivated. And the desire to change must come from within the person. Otherwise, it will not last long. Furthermore, it has been noticed that those gamblers who have higher motivation to change experience better outcomes. So, once you have admitted to yourself and others that you have gambling problem, you must gain personal motivation that would help you stay on the recovery track as long as possible. Within the next 2-3 weeks, I will publish about 10 motivational videos with the hope to help you get some ideas. However, it is vital that you dig deeper into yourself and look for purely personal motivations. Once again, I would like to emphasize that we need to find personal motivation, inner motivation. It shouldn't come from the side, shouldn't be forced by other people, for example your family, because in such case the motivation most likely wouldn't last long. As I mentioned, I will publish some motivational videos soon to help you think about it, but you also need to do your own work. For example, think about your values, your core values. What is the most important for you now or in the past? For example, before you started gambling. Think about your childhood and youth. Try to remember, what did you hope for in life? What did you dream about? How you imagined your life in the future? Perhaps in such a way you will find something useful, something that motivates you again. Also, try to imagine and think how will improve your life if you stop gambling, and what problems await if you continue gambling. Write all the ideas on a piece of paper, on a phone, on a computer, and have them always with you, so that when you feel lost, confused, start thinking about gambling, you could look at the list and find some moral support, some strength to avoid gambling that day at least. I suggest that you constantly add new items to the list, as the more motivation you have, the better. One day one thing may make more sense to you, another day another. So it would be better if you had at least a few motivations and use them according to the situation. In my case, I have about 15-20 motivations written down, and I always find at least one that makes sense that particular day. Also, it is important that your motivation is not entirely focused on other people, because those people may leave your life one day, and then you would be left with no motivation and would probably come back to your addiction. So please try to find at least a few things that are important to you personally and do not depend on others. For example, some of my motivations are to travel the world, to visit Antarctica, to spend a night under the sky of Sahara Desert, to enter worldwide known university for psychology studies, to learn about my body and mind and my inner world and the world in general. is that we live in this world just once, so why not to explore it to the deepest? I think this is the most important motivation and the main purpose of our lives, to learn about ourselves and the surrounding world as much as possible. And this is just enough to be happy.